Emma's self-care shopping trip. Emma woke up early on Saturday, excited to spend the day relaxing and taking care of herself. It had been a stressful week at work, and she felt like she hadn't taken a moment to breathe. As she looked at her bathroom shelf, she noticed she was running low on a few essentials. Her shampoo was nearly empty, her moisturizer was down to the last pump, and she could use a new toothbrush.
All right, time to treat myself a bit,
she thought. After a quick breakfast, Emma headed out, deciding to walk to her favorite personal care store nearby. It was a small shop, cozy and filled with all sorts of self-care items that always put her in a good mood. The scent of lavender and fresh eucalyptus greeted her as she stepped inside, and she felt a wave of calm wash over her. With her basket in hand, Emma started down the first aisle, where all the hair products were lined up. She spotted her usual shampoo, but noticed a new version promising a deep clean effect that would keep her hair feeling fresh all day.
Maybe it's time to switch things up,
she thought, dropping it into her basket. Right next to the shampoo was a leave-in conditioner she'd heard about from her friend Sarah. Sarah had been raving about how smooth it made her hair feel, especially when she didn't have time for a full wash and condition routine.
Sounds perfect,
Emma thought, and added it to her basket. In the skincare aisle, she scanned the shelves for her favorite face moisturizer. She found it but also noticed a new hydrating gel formula. Curious, Emma tested a bit of the sample on her hand and felt its cool, light texture.
This feels amazing,
she thought, and decided to give it a try. She could already imagine how refreshing it would feel after a hot shower. Just as she was about to move on, she heard a familiar voice.
Emma, stocking up too.
It was Rachel, a friend she hadn't seen in a while.
Hey Rachel. Yeah, I figured it was time. My moisturizer barely has a drop left.
Emma laughed, holding up her nearly empty bottle.
I get it. I just grabbed some body wash and a new face scrub,
Rachel said, showing Emma her basket.
Sometimes you just need a reset, right? Absolutely,
Emma agreed.
I was just thinking about grabbing a new body wash too. The one I have now smells nice, but it doesn't feel like it really does the job.
They chatted for a few minutes, comparing their favorite products, before Rachel headed to the checkout. Emma continued down the aisle, picking up her usual toothpaste. She noticed a sale on packs of toothbrushes, which seemed like a good deal, so she grabbed a 2-pack.
Always good to have a backup,
she thought. As she added them to her basket, she noticed a small display of mouthwash.
Why not?
She thought, remembering she hadn't used mouthwash in a while. Moving on, Emma reached the grooming section and noticed her old comb was starting to look a bit worn. She picked out a sturdy, wide-toothed comb that felt perfect for detangling her hair after a shower. She also found a cute little travel mirror with a floral design.
This would be nice to keep in my bag,
she thought, adding it to her basket. Finally, by the checkout counter, she noticed travel-sized items that were always a bit tempting. She spotted a mini hand sanitizer and thought it'd be useful to keep in her purse. Right next to it was a small bottle of citrus-scented body lotion, perfect for her work bag.
Just a small treat,
she told herself, feeling excited about her mini haul. At the checkout, the cashier smiled and looked over her items.
Looks like you've got everything for a spa day,
she said, scanning each product.
That's the plan,
Emma laughed.
It's been a week, so I figured I'd treat myself a little.
The cashier nodded.
I totally get it. Self-care is so important. Would you like to sign up for our rewards program? It'll give you a discount today and on future purchases. Sure, sounds great,
Emma agreed, signing up quickly. With her discount applied, she felt even better about her shopping trip. She paid and thanked the cashier, who slipped a few free samples into her bag. As she left the store, Emma decided to stop at a nearby cafe she hadn't tried before. She ordered a fresh smoothie and found a quiet corner to sit in. Sipping her drink, She thought about her new products and how she'd finally have a relaxing night to herself.
I can't wait to use that new body wash and try the leave-in conditioner.
She murmured, feeling a wave of contentment. Later that evening, Emma began her new routine. She started by combing out her hair with her new wide-toothed comb, loving how easily it worked through her hair. She took a warm shower, savoring the fresh scent of her new body wash, and afterward, applied the hydrating gel moisturizer. It felt cooling and light, just as she'd hoped. She finished her routine by brushing her teeth with her new toothbrush, using mouthwash for that extra clean feeling, and then applied the citrus body lotion on her arms and shoulders. As she climbed into bed, Emma felt completely refreshed and ready to take on whatever came her way the next day. Vocabulary. Essentials, noun. Explanation, necessary items or basic things you need. Example, she noticed she was running low on a few essentials. Throw on, phrasal verb. Explanation, to quickly put on clothes. Example, after a quick breakfast, Emma headed out, deciding to throw on some jeans and grab her wallet. Stock up, phrasal verb. Explanation, to buy a lot of something to keep for later. Take care of oneself, phrasal verb. Explanation, to look after one's health and well-being. Example, she felt like she hadn't taken a moment to take care of herself. Treat myself, verb phrase. Explanation, to do something nice for oneself as a reward. Example, all right, time to treat myself a bit, she thought. Cozy, adjective. Explanation, comfortable, warm, and pleasant. Example, it was a small shop, cozy and filled with all sorts of self-care items. Toss in, phrasal verb. Explanation, to casually put something in a bag, basket, or container. Example, she decided to try it, and tossed it into her basket. Feel like, verb phrase. Explanation, to have a feeling or desire to do something. Example, she took a deep breath, feeling like she was in for some serious pampering. Pick out, phrasal verb. Explanation, to choose or select something. Example, she picked out a sturdy, wide-toothed comb that felt perfect for detangling her hair. Run low on, phrasal verb. Explanation, to almost run out of something. Example, she noticed she was running low on a few essentials. Sample, noun. Explanation, a small amount of a product to try. Example, she tested a bit of the sample on her hand and felt its cool, light texture. In store for, idiom. Explanation, to have something, usually positive or interesting, planned or expected to happen. Example, Emma wondered what surprises might be in store for her the next day. Dab on, phrasal verb. Explanation, to lightly apply a small amount of liquid or cream on something, usually the skin. Example, she tested a bit of the sample and dabbed it on her hand. Headed out, phrasal verb. Explanation, to leave or go to a place. Example, Emma headed out to her favorite personal care store nearby. Enjoying, verb. Explanation, to feel pleasure or satisfaction from something. Example, she took a warm shower, enjoying the fresh scent of her new body wash. Routine, noun. Explanation, a regular way of doing things. Example, later that evening, Emma began her new routine. Headed to, phrasal verb. Explanation, to go in the direction of a specific place. Example, after chatting, Rachel headed to the checkout. 18. Slip in, phrasal verb. Explanation, to put something quietly or secretly somewhere. Example, the cashier slipped a few free samples into her bag. 19. Treat oneself, verb. Explanation, to do something special for oneself. Example, it's been a week, so I figured I'd treat myself a little. 20. Scraping out, phrasal verb. Explanation, To use up the last bit of something, like a bottle or jar. Example, got tired of scraping out the last bit of moisturizer.